I need a number line to order these fractions. So I'm going to draw my number line here. 0 and 1. And truly, all of these fractions are less than 1. How do I know? Well, this is less than 1 because this is equal to 1. If you look at a fraction and if the numerator is smaller than the denominator, then your fraction is less than 1. If your numerator is larger than your denominator, then it's greater than 1. So let's take this one, 7/5, for example, is equal to 5/5 and 2/5. 5/5 is 1 and 2/5 is 2/5. So together it equals 1 and 2/5. That would be greater than 1. None of the fractions in this question are greater than 1, so my number line doesn't have to go any bigger than 1. Okay, first of all, I'm going to group the fractions together to get my bearings. So we have 3/5 and we have 2/5. We have 8/10 and we have 6/10 and we have 1/2. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I think I'm going to start with fifths and then divide each fifth in half to make tenths. It really is kind of an estimate unless I was to use a ruler. If I wasn't using an iPad, I would use a ruler. We had actually that handy ruler tool. So actually maybe we'll try that. Let's see if it helps. That means I'm probably going to be changing, I'm probably going to change the number line then. Ugh, having trouble with our toolbar today. Okay. This stuff counts on me being able to draw a straight line. I'm going to start the 0 here. Actually, this is super duper. It doesn't let you go underneath. That's great. It actually is truly a straight edge. Okay, so if I was to consider each of these sections tenths, I could mark those off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, so for that, I don't need to start with fifths. Should have used the ruler on the other questions. Okay, so 10/10 is 1. So then I'm going to mark 8/10 here. I'm going to mark 6/10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. This is our 0. I know that a tenth is half of a fifth. So that means I need 2/10 to make 1/5. So here to here is a fifth. Here to here is a fifth. Here to here is a fifth, and so on. All right, so this is 1/5. This is 2/5, and 3/5 is the same spot as 6/10. So 3/5, I need a circle at the same spot as 6/10. That's 3/5, and this is 2/5. And so now we have, we have almost all of them. The only one that we're missing is 1/2. And halfway point between 0 and 1, we can think about if 1 is 10/10, then half of 10/10 is 5/10. And I'll just write that down. I have a cat climbing on my lap right now. Okay, Mishka, that's not gonna work. Nope, nope, nope. Sorry. So our 5/10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is right here. Okay, so now we're going to be ordering these, and again carefully reading. This time it's greatest to least. So the greatest is, I'm going to start over here and move left. So the greatest fraction is 8/10, and the next greatest fraction is 6/10, and 6/10 is equal to 3/5, which we proved here on the number line. So I'm going to put 8/10 is greater than 6/10 or 3/5, which are all greater than, oh yeah, I didn't label that 5/10 is 1/2. They are all greater than 1/2, and 1/2 is greater than 2/5. So I just want to make sure I have all of them. Okay, 2/5, yes. 6/10, yes. 1/2, yes. 8/10, yes. And 3/5, yes. So we're covered. It says explain the strategy you used. So I guess I would say that I used a ruler to mark the smallest fractional amount, which was tenths. I'm running out of space. So that's the first thing that I did. Then I won't write this down, but you could write something to the effect of that you marked all of the tenths and that you grouped two tenths to make fifths. And that's basically it. And then obviously showed each of the fractions